This is a video assignment on the 4 roles of a social care worker by Fiona, Shannon and Claudia, Okonmah. We hope you find this informative and enjoyable. Who are social care workers? Social care workers plan and provide professional care for vulnerable individuals and groups of all ages who experience marginalisation, disadvantage or special needs. According to Harrington and Honda, the direct care worker has 4 roles which are seen as an integral part of the performance of their job. You are going to learn what these 4 roles are and how some of these roles are fulfilled in residential services for people with intellectual disabilities. The first role is of manager. The social care worker needs to be involved in managerial duties, which will involve administration and the household duties such as money management, shopping and the upkeep of the premises. Secondly, they will need to give individual attention to service users and arrange activities for them, such as getting to school, jobs or appointments in relation to their physical care of their clients. In order to carry out this part of the job, the social care worker will need to have good organisational skills to perform organisational activities, which can include case management, report writing, legal documentation, court appearances, staff training and development, and financial analysis and budgeting. The second role of a social care worker is teacher. Firstly, the social care worker has a primary role in providing the service user with a role model in themselves and to act accordingly. Through their shared life experiences, the social care worker can provide the service user with information for the client on everything from how to appropriately express anger to how to properly eat a meal and many things in between. The role of teacher can be carried out formally and informally. Formally, it can be carried out by providing homework, supportive curriculum-based education and desktop teaching and life skills. Informally, it is as simple as being a role model and observational learning. The third role of the social care worker is a relationship builder. The social care worker will need to develop and maintain relationships with other professionals that may interact with the client, such as teachers, family, social workers, doctors, psychologists, Gardaí and many more. The social care worker can be that bridge between the client and the other people involved in their care. The social care worker needs to have an accurate portrayal of who is important to the service user and who is seen as important from their point of view, so that they can help establish and re-establish and maintain relationships. This can be done through tools such as genograms and the circle of relationships. You can see this here in the slide. The fourth role of a social care worker is therapeutic mediator. The purpose of a therapeutic mediator is to make things better and to help people to get them to where they want to and need to be. They try to enable the service user to see the connection between feelings and thoughts, which affects behaviour. The social care worker gets the service user to look at the past, the present and the future. Essential tools to fulfil this role of therapeutic mediator include the river of life, future planning, counselling, art, play and clay therapy. Some of this can be seen here in the slide, such as the connection between feelings and thoughts, the river of life, future planning, counselling, art, play and clay therapy. Now, in the following video clips, we'll discuss how the role of manager and therapeutic mediator are fulfilled in residential centres for people with intellectual disabilities.
Staff of social care worker must use to fulfill her role when working with people with intellectual disability at a residential service. In a managerial point of view, a staff, the social care worker must first of all have an admission for the service user. The social care worker must contact the residential service for people with intellectual disability and try to get a place for the service user. There's a good place called Cheeverstown. Cheeverstown is a residential service for people with intellectual disability. The second part is the social care worker must provide a care plan. The care plan shows the information of what the service user likes to do, like and the personal life, and also what need to be met and needs not to be met. Also, a social care worker needs to get a placement for the service user in the residential service. A key worker must be provided. That is another role of a social care worker. A key worker is to provide focal point for the service user among the largest amount of staff in the residential service. The other role a social care worker must do is a household upkeep. A household upkeep must be like the service user's room must be kept warm, she must have money, the room should be decorated the way the service user likes it to be. For example, pictures on the wall, CDs, CD players, television, all those, etc. Also, a transportation must be provided. The residential service must have access to the Lewis, the Dublin bus, and the Irish Roll, and also the residential service must also have their own company bus.
The purpose of a therapeutic mediator is to make things better. It's like a healing process to help people to get them to where they want and need to be. Since the social care worker spends most time with the service user, they are in the best position to observe, describe, and to respond to the client's behaviours. They try to enable the service user to see the connection between feelings and thoughts which affects behaviour. There are a variety of frameworks which can assist a social care worker in the assessment and treatment of the client, such as future planning, river of life, counselling, art and play therapy. The therapeutic mediator takes advantage of the care setting to give a fulfilling life experience in the present and enable the service user to develop their own potential. Therapy can help with social skills, emotional control, problem solving, behavioural problems, self-esteem and more. The field of psychotherapy must be able to provide diverse options for treatment that are sensitive to the individual needs of persons with disabilities depending upon their abilities. Art therapy can be verbal and non-verbal and is gentle, direct and non-threatening. It is a type of psychotherapy in which clients use art media, the creative process and resulting artwork to explore their feelings, foster self-awareness, manage behaviour and learn social skills, emotional regulation skills, problem-solving skills and more. They benefit from the satisfaction that comes with the feeling of having created something. The purpose is to find strengths and tools to make these limitations matter less in overall quality of life. An example could be the River of Life, which is an exercise carried out in many residential centres. Individuals can use this method to introduce themselves in a fun and descriptive way. A group can use it to understand the past and imagine the future of a project, and to reflect on all of these. River of Life focuses on drawing rather than text, making it useful in groups that do not share a language. When used in a group, it is an active method, good for engaging people. River of Life can be done individually or in groups. Introduce the method if participants are not yet familiar with it. Form small groups of 4 to 6 people. Ask participants to draw rivers at the 2/3 point of the page. Ask them to use the bigger part of the river to represent where they come from and what led them to attend this event. Participants share and explain their drawings. Participants return to their drawings and use a smaller part of the page to represent what they expect to gain out of the event and what they will use from it back in their normal work environment. This form of therapeutic mediation is beneficial because it gets the service user to focus on the past, present and even the future. They can include negative times in their life but also focus on positive times and milestones.